Hi, Stephen here from Sound of a Nation Wave, and this is day 10 of the October daily draws. So as we close out the week and approach the weekend, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Ghost Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from this season's of the Witch, Samhain Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. And we have the King of Swords, which to me is about clarity. It's about good communication. It's about focus. And it's about knowing what we want and having a strategy for how to get there. So this is about being in charge of our process, of our journey, and developing the plans. Having the plans that we need and knowing how to execute those plans. It's having the mental capacity, the intellectual capacity to understand what we need to understand and to be able to connect it to what we're trying to achieve, and thereby we understand what's involved and we know the steps we need to take to get there. We can direct all the movements. We can execute them ourselves or get other people involved, and we can communicate what we want and very clearly, because we've got that mental clarity. So we're able to know what it is we want to say and how to say it. And this may be what's needed at this time. Maybe that we've been trying to figure out how to think through something or how to express something. I'm getting the clarity, and the communication and clarity in communication is coming through here. It's the communication element of the king here that I believe is really coming through, of being knowing what words to use them clearly, to use them succinctly, in a way that we can say what we mean and mean what we say, and we can pass on our ideas to others. So this is probably a good time for us. The energy is there for us to be able to perhaps to say some things that we've been wanting to say for some time, but have struggled to find the words to say it. We sort of to express our feelings about something, and we've shrunk back from expressing it because we don't want to use the wrong words that might be misinterpreted, that might be took the wrong way, that might cause offense, that might be misunderstood. And this might be the time now to have that communication that you've been wanting to have but have been putting off for various reasons, including not knowing how to actually express it, how not having the words that you feel that are going to be right for that. But the energy is there for you to just bring calm your mind, calm yourself in whatever way you do that. Meditate, go for a walk, do something, clear your head, get that mental clarity, and then trust in your ability to say what you want to say, and take hold of the energy of the King of Cups, King of Swords, to very calmly, very, clearly and matter of factly, don't be too vague about it. Say what you mean what you say. Be say it. Don't try and disguise it in flowery language to to try and sweeten the pill, and you do it so much that you can't actually taste the pill or get any benefits from the pill because it's got too much wrapped around it. And it don't cloud the issue by dressing it up in unnecessary words. Just say simply what it is that you want to get across, and that will be effective enough. And also, a good communicator is not just what we say, it's knowing how to listen, because communication is a two-way thing. Yes, it is partly if we need to say something to somebody or in a situation. Yes, it's knowing what to say and how to say it. But we also need to be ready and receptive and have our mind ready for any feedback on what we've said. We need to listen back. And that will tell us whether we've communicated effectively enough or not, or whether we need to clarify further just to make sure that, we've been fully understood. And we need to understand the situation from another person's point of view. And part of that communication is to listen as well as to speak. So that is the other thing that I'm getting with this. So it's this aspect of being better communicators is both knowing what to say, but also knowing how to listen. And I think that's what this card is saying to us today. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Haunted. She sat there looking, and they've got all these branches and everything, and I think is she crying or whatever, or hands reaching out to her, and she's sitting in a chair by herself. The breaking of the floor beneath your naked feet, the creaking of the walls as the cold kisses flesh. You're never really alone when in the company of hauntings within bone. Okay, that's a very poetic way. Maybe you felt alone. Sometimes because we don't know how to communicate, we don't know what to say, we lose connections with people. And we want to reach out and we want to say something, but we're sort of got all kinds of feelings there and we don't know how to express them. And also other people maybe reaching out because, all those branches of connection there that we've lost touch with and they've lost touch with us, that maybe it's time to reconnect and communicate again. Maybe we've got issues that we need to resolve that are continually haunting us, and we need to reconnect with those issues and address it clearly and properly so that we can resolve those. But it could be that the people are desperate to reach out to you. You want to reach out to them, but you don't know quite how to do it. And that's where the King of Swords comes in to give us that clear communication. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 11. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye bye.